morning, my friends. Welcome back to My Moment with your boy, Stay Humble. I got a question for you. We're going to be going through a little series, something that I taught before I left, and had a chance to share a little bit with the men as I was in Africa and Uganda. But because we were late, stuck in traffic, I didn't get to share the whole thing. So hopefully you'll get a chance to tune in and check this out. So I got a question. My question is, do you like guava mango juice? No, that's not the question. My question is, how's your joy? How is your joy? How is your joy? All right. So if I said this was joy, and joy is the 100% vitamin C goodness of guava mango juice, how much would you want? What would be sufficient for you? Would you say, oh yes, that's great, joy, fantastic, that's all I want? Would you say, would that be enough for you? I mean, look, that's not bad, right? Better than nothing, right? But I think most of us, what we want, and for the sake of not wasting, we're gonna go right to the tippy top. You know, and for the most part, I would say our desire is that we would have this joy, not just to the tippy top, but to overflowing, that it would pour onto others. So what I want to do is share with you a little bit about how, what the word says about how to have that joy, all right, that our joy would be full. So turn with me quickly to John chapter 15, and this is going to go on for a few weeks as we check this out. But today we're just going to get John chapter 15, verses 1 and 2, and we're going to move quick. 15:1 says this, Jesus said, I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Jesus says, I am the true, the authentic, the genuine vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. So I wrote down something real quick. And remember now, this is after Judas has left. Judas left in John chapter 13. So he's gone out to betray Jesus. And I have, Jesus is the vine. This is what we get from verse 1. Jesus is the vine. The Father works on the vine. The Holy Spirit works in the vine. Are you connected? Verse 2, every branch in me that does not bear fruit, he takes away, and every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. So part A, he says, every branch that's in me that doesn't bear fruit, he takes away. What's really interesting here is the disciples are around, all of them except for Judas, okay? Now, I asked this question when I was in Africa, and I know it's raining, but I don't care. I asked this question when I was in Africa, and I asked the men, do you think Judas brought people to Jesus? Do you think Judas shared the message that Christ shared? You know, and I think their answer was no. But if you really think through the process, if Judas was the money keeper, it would be to his benefit to bring as many people to Jesus as possible, right? Because that's more money he could skim off the top. So Judas was close to Jesus in proximity. He was one of the 12 and Jesus picked him. Judas was out preaching with Jesus, right? So here we have in appearance of connection, Judas looks like he's connected to the vine. He brought people to Jesus. He was in close proximity. But the big thing is, remember it said, those that don't bear fruit, Jesus, the Father takes away, right? Those that do bear fruit, the Father prunes. Now here's the thing, Judas is gone. And we said it looks like he's a part of the vine. It looks like he's attached to the church, right? What's missing? Verse 2 says that those branches that bear fruit, the Father prunes so that they may produce more fruit. So now, Judas was around Jesus. He looked like a believer from all outside, you know, from everybody on the outside. What was it that Judas was missing? He did not bear fruit. Okay, well, wait, but if he brought people to Jesus and he was always around in church and, probably helping take care of widows and doing some good things, what is it that he was missing? If he didn't produce fruit, then what is the fruit that we're looking for here? That is the question we answer next week. So, my question, are you connected to the vine? Jesus is the vine, the Father works on the vine, the Spirit works in the vine. Are you connected? And to finish out, how is your joy, my friends? If you want it full, stay tuned. This is your moment.
It ain't none in the world gonna take it. Yeah.